Torah tells us, after these things, after things have moved forward and Yaakov is settled in Eretz Mitzrayim, a message comes to Yosef that your father is sick. And he took his two sons, Menashe and Ephraim. Who told him? Who told him? How did he find out? Where did this message come from? So it's an interesting machlokas and different opinions in the Rishonim. Some understand, Rashi brings, that it was Ephraim, that Ephraim had a chavrusa. Ephraim learned with Yaakov Avinu in Eretz Goshen, and when he saw that things weren't going well, he came to his father and he told his father what was happening. Others suggest Biruach HaKodesh, that he had some sort of divine intuition, and some suggest, based on the Medrash, that Binyamin was the one who informed him. But either way, it seems to be that Yosef did not have much knowledge about what was going on with his father. Meaning, how frequently was he going? Was he visiting his father? Was he not visiting his father? Why wouldn't he visit his father? What's going on here? There is a striking statement in the Dasakin and Balei Tosfos. In this pasuk, they say, "Umashma." It seems Shelo Haya Yosef Ragil Eitzel Yaakov. That maybe Ephraim was there constantly, but Yosef was not constantly, was not consistently, was not normative for Yosef to be going and spending time with his father. The pasuk says, "Vayikra Livnei Yosef." When he wanted to bless the children, Yaakov calls to his son. He doesn't come. Doesn't sound like, okay, I'm going to wait for the next time that he comes, and then I'm going to make sure to give over the message that it's time to have brachos. Why would that be? He has waited his entire adult life to be reunited with his father. His father, for Yaakov's sake. Even if it's inconvenient. Oh, he's a busy ruler. He's in charge of Mitzrayim. He doesn't have time to go visit his father. His father has been waiting for this. Why would he not be a constant presence in his father's life? It seems so strange. It seems so difficult. It seems so out of character with the rest of the story. And the Dasakin Balei Tosfos says something absolutely remarkable. B'shamati mipi harav Reb Shmuel Zal hatam. Do you know why? It's true. He did not go. He did not spend a lot of time with his father. Why? He was nervous. He's going to say, Yosef, I don't get it. How did you end up here? What actually happened? What happened to that kesonas passim of yours? Do you remember? What kind of animal took that off of you? How did you end up here? Who took you? What happened? And then he was concerned that he might slip or he might say the truth, that his brothers were responsible for him ending up in Mitzrayim. They sold him down to Egypt. V'yikalalim Yaakov. And as a result, Yaakov may give them a curse. And these Shvatim, these brothers, were the future of the world. And the entire world would be destroyed. And how did he know that a klala, that a curse, is so strong? Sharei Rachel imo, because he saw with his mother, Shekilo Shalomidas, that Yaakov cursed her without even realizing it. V'amar imasher tinsa. He said to Lavan, if you find this, anybody's in, that person should die. When he's looking for his trofim, and he didn't know that it was in the possession of Rachel, and Rachel dies because of it. That's the power of the Sadzik. That's the power of Yaakov Avinu. Niskay makilasu meisa b'derech Efrat. And she died on the road. So if Yaakov actually curses them, how much more terrible will it be? Incredible. Yosef made sure, as difficult as it was, he wanted to spend the time with his father. He wasn't too busy running Egypt. Nothing would have given him more pleasure than spending time with his father. But if it was going to risk a negative outcome for his brothers and for the future of Klal Yisrael, and I would add for Yaakov himself to even know that fact of what happened, and did not have to lie to his father to fake it, he would rather make things more difficult. Yes, it was also painful for Yaakov. And maybe Yaakov didn't understand why Yosef was doing it. But Yosef understood that I need to take one for the team. And I need to put everybody else's needs and everybody else's situation in front of my own personal ambitions and what I would prefer happen. that was part of the greatness of Yosef HaTzadik. So yes, he needed to be called to come because he wasn't there. Not because he didn't want to be, not because he was too busy, but because he was concerned that Yaakov should not find out what really happened, because the results could be catastrophic. The ability to put others and what could happen to others in front of ourselves and what we would want is a tremendously difficult midah and part of who Yosef was, and certainly something that we could walk away from in this parsha, which really speaks of Yosef and brings to an end not just the life of Yaakov, but the life of Yosef as well.